Welcome back to the PDR Coach Podcast Trainers Edition, where I interview the top trainers in our industry for you so that you can make the best decision on where to go learn the art and skill of PDR. Welcome to the show, Don.
Thanks for having me, Corey.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Awesome.
Doing good.
Right into the questions. Here we go. What is your name and the name of your training school?
My name is Don Kavanagh, and we have I'm at Dentcraft with a K, and we're in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And our trainings are, we've got an intermediate training, which is
I will get to that.
Start. Go ahead.
Just so it follows the same order as everybody else.
Yep.
Okay. What is the website where people can find Dentcraft Training School?
It is dentcraftpdr.com.
Gotcha. And where is your training facility located?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Gotcha. Are you, or have you ever been a PDR technician? If so, for how long?
32 years I've been a technician.
Gotcha. Why did you start, or excuse me, when and why did you start a training school?
I started training about 30 years ago, about 2 years in, and only because I saw the need for it. There was no one doing it back in those archaic days.
Okay, so 30 years. How many techs have you trained? Do you have any idea on that?
I know it's north of 100, but I'm actually trying to bring all that stuff together. So, cool. But it's over 100 easily. Right. Yes.
Do you have any handle on how many of those guys are still pushing today?
I believe that from how I know it is probably all but one guy are still pushing.
Very cool. How many techs do you train at a time?
I have trained up to 10 at a time, but I prefer 4 or less. I only did it that one time. They're all 10 successful, but I like about 4 guys. It's just a perfect deal. One-on-one's great too.
Mm-hmm. And how long is that program? Now you started to talk about it earlier. You can start to talk about this kind of, I guess, the basic program. We'll do advanced stuff later, but how long is that program with ideally 4 guys?
Yep. I like to have them for a minimum of 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Why should a new tech looking to get into PDR pick your training school? What's unique about Dentcraft?
Well, I guess it would have to be the passion that I bring forward. I don't let anybody be behind. We have 3 master technicians that all train and have something to do with it. And it's just amazing how people can see that in a different way, different light, basically. And they can really learn from 3 different master techs and learn quicker and faster.
Gotcha. Can you summarize your philosophy on PDR training and how it works? Like from a high level, what are you trying to accomplish?
So I'm just trying to better the industry. That's basically my whole outlook on it. I talk more people out of training than into training. When I ask them a series of questions, I have a really big curriculum that they have to meet before I'm going to even waste my time on them. I only want winners in my circle, and I'm not trying to be conceited or anything, but I really can tell if it's their dad that wants them to train, or, oh, I think this would be great for you, son. No, you're not going to cut it, So that's basically the philosophy behind my, I have a process of my own to go through to really, make sure that, it's not about the money for me. It's about building the industry with great guys. We all know there's a ton of guys out there that can't remove a dent to save their life. So,
yeah. All right. What do you offer your trainees outside of the physical training? For example, tools with your training, or a list of tools maybe, or do you offer help with pricing, marketing, sales? So do you offer anything besides physical training?
Yes, we do. I have got 10 tools that I haven't brought to market that I should do, and everybody's sworn to secrecy and they all love them. and I might actually do it one of these days. But they all get those secret tools there. So that is kind of a little bonus there. Help them right away on day one, start working on names and different ideas. And we're talking about marketing from day
Like
one.
business names? Is that what you mean?
Business names. Yeah. Business names, just really good, lucrative ideas throughout. And it's never about the 4 weeks for me. We become like best friends. I talk to all these guys, all my guys on a regular basis, and always try to, be there for them. And, 3-4 months later, hey, Don, I'm on my first SLR and I've never seen one of these before. And it's more than my house. And I can't find a way in there. And I'll just say, dude, just take a deep breath, grab your L2, you know each other by then, right? For the young guys listening, the tools, the lingo. Hey, grab this, look in there, look underneath the mirror. You see that little hole? Yep. Oh my God, Don, I'm on it. Thank you so much. You saved my life. I've tried to get to it for 3 hours, So we're never done. We're never done. We just become the best of friends. And that's what it's all about.
Awesome. I didn't ask this and it just popped in my head, but it's 4 weeks of training and it's in a row. All 4 in a row. Okay.
Yes, it is, because one day builds off the next day. I've got a process that's killer, and I'm so proud of all the guys, still doing it. And the only guy that isn't doing it, as we mentioned, isn't in the game anymore. Both parents died. It's a terrible, tragic story. We don't want to go into it, but he came into some money, so he's like, I'm not doing anything.
Why push metal around here?
Right. Exactly.
Do you teach anything about ergonomics and protecting your body while training?
I do. I have never had carpo. None of my guys have had it. And it's all about some secretive stuff and different ways and techniques and stuff that I was taught and that I've built on. And so, yes, absolutely.
Cool. Do you train with lines, fog, or both?
Fog.
All right.
Yeah.
Fog.
Simple.
Do you train for route work or hail or both?
Both. Mostly retail. I want to see the retail business side of life really, really grow. I think that's when we're all going to become bigger.
Do you teach working inverted, upside down, or right side up, or both?
Both.
Do you offer advanced courses outside of that 4-week kind of intro course? Do you offer
I do.
Okay.
I do. And if you do the 4-week training with me, that's a free course. I have you come back in about a year or 2 years, whenever you feel like you're ready to really understand. That's free deal. Otherwise, it's a $7,500 1-week school, and it's a smash school. We call it a smash school. And basically, most of those guys have come back and said, I made that last month. So once they leave.
So yeah, two options for advanced courses. Then if you've done the basic, you can do the week for free.
Yeah.
If you're already a tech and you want it, you can call you up. Okay. Yeah. Do you train technicians for any large like corporations, dealerships, manufacturing plants, anything like that?
I have. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that? Do you try to do that more? Is it?
Well, I feel bad for most of those guys is the only thing. I kind of hesitate a little bit. They've all left, right? So it seems like after 3 to 5 years, they're like this, I'm getting taken advantage of, and it's a real tough deal. And I feel bad because I trained for them and now they're going out on their own. And, it's like, I've got too big a heart. I just wear it on my sleeve, and I feel bad for the corporation, but I'm actually feeling good for the guys that if they were getting literally taken advantage of and they can triple their income, then I'm all for the tech at the end of the day, So I'm tech oriented. So.
Gotcha. Do you offer a like certification or like a graduation? And if you do, what's it based on? Like finishing the program?
Yeah. So, the certification thing really hasn't come to light very much. We do have a certification, and we give them a nice, plaque and all these things, and they have to really impress us. And a lot of times when it's a 4-week school, guys, I make you stay a week or 2 longer for free. It's getting it right. I don't want to turn you loose. I got to have you be, where I would, let you work on my car. And we've got ways over the 30 years of training to really advance you so quick. The last 10 years have been amazing with the last group of guys, just because we've learned so much on what to do and not to do and what not to concentrate on, and just stay on course. One day builds off of the next. So there's been very few we've had to have stay, but unfortunately there have been a few that have had to, but they've turned into actually the better techs out there. So it's amazing, so.
Gotcha. Cool. And we touched a little bit on this, but asking the same questions to everybody. What are the package options and costs? We already have the advanced is free, or $7,500 for a technician that hasn't been to you for training. Yeah. What about the 4-week program? What does that cost?
So we have got this is an exciting time. We were at 20 grand for the 4 weeks, and we dropped it to 15 grand. And it's really about getting more techs out there. I'm seeing too many techs that aren't doing that well, or shouldn't be. Maybe we're not being cut loose quick enough, or too quick, or whatever you might want to say. But I just started thinking about it, and it's really not about the money as much as it is having our industry being so ground floor, have some incredible techs out there to conquer the world,
Yes, for sure. So those are the 2 package options. How can they pay you?
They can basically I've made some mistakes in the past where I've trusted guys and they don't pay you. And that's my bad. And just, but one bad seed will ruin it for everybody. Right. So it's paid up front, because we start with trade secrets that we've learned over the years on day one. So basically, we've had guys put it on 3 different charge cards. We've had, most guys will do just pay us, up front, the 15 grand and that type of thing. So we have a hotel that is not included, guys, just so we can go put that out there for you. Right up the street from us, and it works out really well. So we got to deal with them. So,
and they can pay you by check, card.
Yeah.
Anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. Any way they want to.
Yeah.
Advance their careers.
So if someone's listening to this in the future and they want to get a hold of you to potentially talk further about training, what is the best way to do that?
That would be our corporate number, and that's 952-473-8000.
Gotcha. That's the best way. Kind of a fun question that I'm asking everybody. Where do you see the future of PDR going as an industry, and how are you kind of helping to assist it to go that way?
Well, I see it. I see we're ground floor. It definitely is a ground floor type thing, and it's amazing how most people don't realize. Oh, hold on a sec, brother. Somehow Siri started doing some weird stuff here. Hope you can edit this later, bro.
Yep.
Cancel. Damn it.
I can still hear
you hearing her talking as well?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, good.
So this is the last question. So if you just want to
Okay, sounds good. So
yeah,
can you ask it one more time?
Where do you see the future of PDR going? And then what are you doing to try to help push it the way you see it going?
Absolutely. I feel like we're ground floor. I really do. Until everybody knows and it's a household name and people understand, and we're the first stop before the body shop, that we got a lot of work to do, don't we? So I'm so passionate about this. We started this thing called The Dream, and we're having a second one. We're trying to reach the whole world with this. We're trying to educate the body shops and just other places that don't like us to really understand that they should, and we can be a team and really grow this whole industry. And I just believe that most people don't understand that we're cheaper than a body shop. We're not making that, we're usually under your deductible. There's so many great things. So I just see the future of PDR just taking off. I honestly believe that we're going to be in every body shop saving panels, which I already do. I know you do a little of that too, Corey. We can actually keep the cost of repairing a vehicle down, even if it's been in a car accident. So it's there's a lot of work to do. And I really want to go out this next 10 years of going down to actually being one of the guys. There's going to be hundreds of us, but my philosophy is to be part of making PDR a household name, and I'm going to work my ass off to do so.
There you go. Thanks for coming on, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Corey. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate it.